Hello and welcome to Top Factoids, the place where you can know everything about anything. In today's video we are going to look at some mind-blowing facts about Wolverine. He is known for his anger, attitude and his claws. Before starting the countdown, we would like to inform you that there are some spoilers ahead. With that being said, let's get right into it. He first appeared in an issue of The Incredible Hulk. Despite being one of the most recognizable X-Men today, Wolverine actually made his comic book debut in a 1974 issue of The Incredible Hulk as a villain. When Hulk crosses into the Canadian border, the Royal Canadian Air Force decides that it's time to mobilize Weapon X to deal with him. While Hulk wanders through the woods in Quebec, he comes across a Wendigo, and the two engage in an epic battle. His real name is James Howlett. For most of the character's history, he was simply known as Logan, no last name, in true celebrity style. In his 2001 Origin miniseries, called Origin, Marvel finally revealed his true name, James Howlett. He is a father. In Wolverine Origins, after Logan regained his lost memories, he discovered that he fathered a son named Daken with Itsu while he was in Japan. Daken shared similar mutant abilities with his father, and like Logan himself earlier, Daken was brainwashed into becoming a weapon by Romulus. He repeatedly went up against his father. He's been part of over 30 teams. Despite classically being portrayed as a loner, the X-Men are far from the only superhero team who have taken in the Clawed Mutant over the years. In fact, he's been part of over 30 of them in total, and while many are variations of the X-Men, X-Force for example, he's also served as a member of the Defenders, Fantastic Four, and Alpha Flight. However, one of the biggest shocks to fans came in the 2000s when Wolverine joined the Avengers. Marvel just about crammed him into every superhero team book possible. He's super old. As you might have gathered by now, Wolverine has had adventures which have spanned a number of years. He's been around longer than you might expect, as the character was actually born in the late 1800s. After going into hiding following the death of his parents, he would end up living in the wild with wolves for a number of years, but later regained his humanity and rejoined society in time to fight in World War I. He recently lost his healing factor. One of Wolverine's defining traits has always been the fact that he can heal from any wound. It means he's survived being shot, stabbed, and even blown up. However, a recent storyline took away his healing factor permanently, resulting in Wolverine becoming steadily more scarred and beaten up as time went on. It also changed the way he had to approach battles. He lost a fight to Spock from Star Trek. In 1996, Marvel decided to print a Star Trek X-Men crossover. When Spock discovers the mutants aboard an alien spaceship, in typical Spock fashion, he calmly requests that they follow him to security. But before the words are even out of his mouth, Wolverine flies into a rage and hurls himself at Spock. Using his Vulcan neck pinch, Spock drops Wolverine as soon as he's within reaching distance without much effort. He fought alongside Captain America in World War II. Despite being something of a mystery when he was first introduced, writers over the years have continued to add to Wolverine's history. The fact that he had no memories of his past made it easy to add things, and one of the most surprising reveals was that he spent at least some of World War II fighting alongside the young Captain America. He seduced Peter Parker's girlfriend in Peter's body. In the Ultimate Spider-Man comics, Jean Grey tries to teach Wolverine a lesson by switching his mind with Spider-Man's. This leads to some pretty funny fish-out-of-water scenarios for both heroes, but things take a creepy turn once Logan, now in Peter Parker's body, comes across the young Mary Jane Watson. When they finally switch back, the 15-year-old redhead asks her boyfriend That thing you tried to do this morning, can we not do that till we're older? How far exactly did Wolverine go with Mary Jane? And now he's dead. The loss of his healing factor spelled disaster for Wolverine. The adamantium covering his bones slowly started to kill the X-Man, and with the bounty on his head, it was clear that his time was nearing an end. Wolverine found one of the men responsible for creating him and Weapon X and proceeded to save his new test subjects and kill the Doctor. However, he was covered in liquid adamantium in the process, and as it started to harden up, Wolverine enjoyed one last sunset as he died encased in this indestructible tomb. As a result, Wolverine is currently very much dead. If you have liked the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.